Asher and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Tommy Victor from Prong.
Yes. Here at Aftershock for a second appearance at Aftershock.
Yes.
Nice. Except this time it wasn't a last minute. Was it better to not be last minute like in 2020?
I think we were last minute this time, too. Like, we were one of the last times I'd added. Yeah, like, we signed to a new management company, and they're like, oh, you're not playing Aftershock? And they're like, oh, we'll get you on there. So, yeah, we're always this outsider. Prong is an outsider last-minute band.
But then the fans, like, super show up for you anyway.
Yeah, no, it was cool. We had a good show today. It was fun.
How do you feel Danny Wimmer treats the artists at his festivals?
We're treated fine. I mean, I think it seems like it's really good. I mean, it's like a European festival.
That's it. That's the common thing that's been said. And I don't know if you know this, but somebody told me Wimmer years ago went over to Hellfest to check it out.
Okay.
To use as a model to make our festivals better in the U.S.
Yeah, that seemed like it's modeled after Wacken, Alcatraz, and Hellfest, which are the top ones. I don't want to leave anything out. And we played Reload, Alcatraz, Wacken, and a couple other ones on our last tour of Europe, which was, a month ago or something. So, yeah, and this summer, we were over there.
Hellfest, right?
We didn't do Hellfest.
You didn't do it this year?
No.
I think I've seen you one year at Hellfest.
It's been a while, Hellfest.
All swirls in my head.
Yeah.
So, what is it that keeps you going doing music?
Well, now I have like 2 little kids, and it's hard to do it. And like my wife has me taking care of the kids a lot of the time. So, but now I want my younger son, Tommy Victor Jr., to see me play and be involved in my life when I'm still playing. So I'm keeping going because for him and my little daughter too. So they're inspirational, but I can still do it. Like I could go out and I don't feel like an old man. Like I feel like I always have, if not even better. So
see, and I love what you said. Well, you can still do it because I think it's great when kids can see you in that way, opposed to remembering you after you do all these things in life, no matter what you do.
I know they don't like already that I'm gone.
Yeah.
But so you got to balance that somehow. So, like I know as soon as I get home, like Tuesday, I'm going to be right to babying again, like changing diapers and picking up kids from daycare and going to school and all this whole thing. So it's pretty funny. Like I go right back into it.
Nice. What's your favorite thing to do with your kids currently?
That's a very good question. Like, my son is different than my daughter. My son, I like going to, like, a pizzeria and hanging out with them, and then, like, he likes his little pizza, and then we go to it. He wants a donut, and we go to Dunkin' Donuts, and then he likes watching movies. He's not big on, like, athletics, so, like, he wants to watch... Right now, he's like Encanto a lot, so we've been watching that like freaking crazy. So that's the thing. And my daughter, she likes to get thrown around. She's more rough and tumble. Like we fight, and like she's 2.5, but she's a little rough. She likes to get roughed up, and I throw her all over the place. You know.
I find that a lot of girls, that's the same thing. Like I have 3 daughters.
Oh wow.
I have 1 son, 3 daughters. One of my daughters, she got kicked out of 3 preschools for beating up boys that were beating up her brother.
Wow.
And her brother's a year older.
Oh, my God, I'm impressed.
Right?
That's so cool. I hand it to you having 4 children. I love that. I mean, I think that, like, I wish I had more. Like, I wish I had, especially with my wife, I wish I met her earlier. I wish we had, like, 7 kids.
It's what keeps you young.
It just keeps you young, but it's just like when you you're like, that's what life's all about. It's like, it's just bringing these other souls into existence, and they're like, it's like, what if they weren't here? It's like, it's a weird thing. But another thing we like to do, and I forgot to mention this, is that we've been doing this. They want to have this dance. They would like to have this dance party, and like before they go to sleep, we shut the lights off. We have like these flashing lights, and for some reason, they like. All 4 of us, we dance to Elvis, Temperature Rising.
Nice.
My son loves Elvis. So he's like, Elvis, we say we get you. So we do this dance party, and then we play it over and over like for 4 times, and we throw each other around and like jump around in his room. It's pretty crazy.
I love it. I love it. And where did he first get the exposure to Elvis?
From me, like ever since we started, because I play with Danzig too, and I did the Danzig Sings Elvis record, and I was supposed to go out and do those shows with Glenn, and I couldn't eventually. But like I was relearning all the songs, like through the Elvis versions, and he heard a lot of that. And then he just like goes on Spotify and he's just like, Elvis, that's Elvis, Daddy, this is Elvis. He just loves Elvis. He looks at his videos. It's like, Elvis, man. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, and then in Encanto, they have Elvis. Oh, no, and in Moana, they have Elvis music.
Nice.
So it's just like, it's weird. He goes on little trips. He was like into Creedence Clearwater Revival for a long time, too.
See, that's wild, too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's his 2 favorites, Elvis and Creedence.
Nice.
Yeah.
So does he have the bug yet to be a musician?
I don't know. If anything, it's a singer. Like, I don't think he has unfortunately, I don't think he has the manual dexterity that's needed. It's like I could tell. Yeah. My daughter already has the manual dexterity. He's more mental, so it'd probably be like maybe like a singer or an artist or something like that with him.
And how about your daughter? Does she have the bug?
She does, and like she's already picking up my son never did. She's already picking up a guitar at 2.5 and fucking around with it, and like she's got all the sort of the skills.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I don't see my son do. I mean, that's subject to change. Like I didn't know what. I mean, never knew what I was doing until 12. I had nothing going on, so who knows?
And then you found it. What happened at 12 that changed things for you?
I was in Little League, and like I was batting, like I ended the season batting like 270, and like we got destroyed like in the playoffs. I was in like this team in Queens, and I was like, I wanted to do something cool for me. I guess I'm a bit of a narcissist, so I was like, and I did Pop Warner football, and I wasn't really going anywhere. Like I was like, yeah, I'm not big, and I was a tight end, and I just wasn't that. I was mediocre, so I was like, I'm gonna get a bass, and I'm gonna like play in a band, and like I picked up a bass. I'm like learning Kiss songs. I'm like, well, this is what I want to do now. I'll be cool now. Right? Like maybe eventually I'll get laid playing. I was really wrong about that. I mean, it took a really long time. Well, I was like, during high school, that's all I did was like playing in little bands and shit. So I was already learning. So I picked up the bass, and I was already like singing in a band and doing that. So I just I got into rec. My brother, I have an older brother also. As I say, he turned me on to a lot of music. Like from the age of like 5, I was listening to Hendrix and Cream and Iron Butterfly and Vanilla Fudge and like acid rock. He was always acid rock. And on top of that, my father hated rock music. He was always like, this is garbage. And so like he was into Perry Como and Andy Williams and all this shit. So it was a weird thing in my house. Like it was just like, and my sisters were into Motown and soft rock, like the Association and shit. So I had a lot of shit going on in my house.
I have a very similar story, and I think it's just our generation.
Yeah.
I had an older brother, 11 years older than me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I used to steal all his albums.
Yep.
The Association, The Rascals, Grassroots, CCR, like you name it, all those bands. I even interviewed the Grassroots, and none of them were the original members. It was the weirdest thing.
With Warren Ettner, you know who that is? He's a big music manager, and he was in the Grassroots. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I saw Iron Butterfly reunion, like with the In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. It was this was like in 87, and it was unbelievable. Like I was like, holy shit. And then I met all the guys too, and I was like, I shit my pants because that record and those Iron Butterfly, the first 3, Heavy, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, and Ball were like, I love those records. I met Doug Ingle and Lee Dorman and Ron Bushy, all those guys. I fucking lost my mind. They sounded great.
I'm from Jersey. I played baseball for 9 years.
Wow.
My dad in 1980 moved me to L.A., And I remember I was starting high school, and I was going out for freshman football, and it was summer. And I was scrawny as fuck. And I saw all these big dudes and roided out and stuff. And then I went to a show on the Sunset Strip at the Roxy, and I was like, fuck freshman football.
Yeah, the same thing with
I'm
me.
now a metalhead.
We have the same past.
Right?
Similar, anyhow.
And the same thing, it was like, I wasn't cool. I wasn't cool
I
until
wasn't
I
cool.
found metal.
I'm still not cool.
Right, there you go.
I'm still like what I was saying about Prong. It's like we're never cool enough. We're never, but like I think that appeals to a certain people. Like some reason we're allowed to keep going, and it happens. So, but it's a weird trip being with Prong. It definitely is. Having as my band because, like I said, I never feel like I'm cool enough for everybody.
Well, we think you're cool.
Who?
And that's why you're at
Who?
Aftershock.
Okay, well.
All of us. Everybody here at Aftershock.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we're competing with all these, not competing, but there's all these octane bands that have these big hits. And, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's some huge acts that are totally, we're not in that league, which is fine.
I think you're in that league.
Thank you.
And if it weren't for bands like you, there wouldn't be that league.
That is true. Because
Yeah.
a lot of the bands, I mean, yeah, we open up a bunch of doors, but every once in a while, like somebody like you mentions that, but yeah, for the most part, the younger bands don't know. It's already the third generation after new metal or whatever, so who knows what the fuck is going
what's
on.
interesting about that, going back to what you're saying about your dad, and my dad, same thing, Frank Sinatra
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and he would have never gone to a show.
Oh, forget
Ever
it.
in a million years. Meanwhile, I've brought my kids to shows, my grandkids to shows. You go out here at Aftershock, it's every generation. That's what's cooler about today.
Yeah.
My grandson, okay, it's funny, he was like this very introverted gamer, never left his room, and then all of a sudden, his birthday this year, he wants me to go take him to get a guitar. I'm like, okay. I didn't even know he could play it. We can sit down in Guitar Center, and he starts playing Green Day shit. I'm like, first of all, I didn't know he could play. Second, I didn't know he liked that music. Then we get in the car, and I'm playing him all kinds of stuff. And he's like, oh, yeah, I like that, I like that. And he's like, he asked me to go to Rockville. Like, and now he has a battle vest.
That's amazing.
And now, here's the funny thing. He just went with my daughter-in-law to Disney, and most of the time he would not do, or on a cruise, and he wouldn't do the teen stuff or stuff because
Right.
it's very not social. Now he says to his mom, oh, and she goes, you want to go to teen center? Oh, yeah, like now I'm cool. So he associates it now that he's into metal and punk and wears a battle vest, now he's cool. And I think that was true of me, too.
Yeah, no, I mean, it provides that, it gives, it's the same exact thing I was talking about. Like, I had to be, it's just the American way. Like, you just got to be somebody. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's healthy or not, but I mean, if you balance it out, it's cool. Like I think about that with me. Like, if it wasn't for music, like, I don't know what I would be. I don't know
Right?
where I would be. Like, I was brought up, like, I went to Catholic school, and I still to this day, like, don't understand what the hell they're talking about. Like, I just don't, like, whatever, but, like, I don't understand it. Like, and I was in there with the nuns, and I'm like, what? And they'd be like, you better, I'd get punished because I was like, I don't get it. Why? I'm just being honest. Like, and I get in so much trouble. And it's like, like now, I'm like, I listen to, like, Volume 4, and I'm like, okay, like, this is what I was into when I was a kid. Like, there's something to relate to in life.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
you're talking about baseball, too. Like, old baseball, like, before it got what it is now. I still watch baseball, but, like, it was so cool. Like, when the A's were big, like, with Sal Bando and those guys, like, those championship A's teams. Like, and that's when I started, like, oh, the swinging A's, they got the green and yellow uniforms. That was so fucking badass. And the white shoes. So it's stuff like that. It's like, but otherwise, I don't have anything in life. But anyhow, yeah, kids can relate to it. I mean,
It's
my
the
son,
best
I don't know what
therapy.
my son, he came out and he's like, music, I want music. He's not going like, oh, I want the Bible. I want the Bible. Like, I'm like, yeah, but God's talking. God's saying, oh, it's like, I try to tell him, like, this God or whatever, and he doesn't want to even hear it.
Because music is our God.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's the best therapy ever.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm like, you try to talk to kids about God, they're like, huh?
Right?
Put on Encanto, please.
Yeah, and I would wear like Ozzy Diary of a Madman, and the Catholics would call me a devil
Oh, my
worshiper
God.
going to hell.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially with Black Sabbath, like,
Yeah.
that was, I mean, Sabbath was the band. Now I'm like, I got pissed off at the way the whole thing ended with Ozzy and all that. Like, it just became a fiasco. It's unfortunate. I mean, I'm not anyone to judge the whole thing, but it just seemed like, you know what? Why couldn't we just leave Sabbath alone? Like after Never Say Die, like the Dio years, and then bringing it back and everything is just like, come on. Like the whole mystique of Sabbath got destroyed for me. So anyway,
You want to hear something interesting as our final note on that note? So you mentioned Vanilla Fudge.
right?
I was interviewing Carmine.
Okay.
My interview went viral and this was before Ozzy passed, because he said, I don't really think Sabbath started metal.
Oh, they didn't.
He
Cream started metal.
I see that I kind of agree with too, because I always thought Cream was metal. I thought like Mountain.
Yes, I mean, Mountain I love Mountain. I mean,
Right.
Leslie West is definitely one of the greatest guys. Like, and he was amazing, but he sort of fucked himself up a lot. But those Avalanche. I had that record. I love that, and Climbing.
Right.
Like, yeah, but maybe the Who had something to do with it.
How about we could argue that Helter Skelter is a metal song?
Nah, maybe if you asked me that 10 years ago, I would have said yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But-
back then, what else was like that?
Yeah, no, it was hard. But I think Cream, Sabbath tried to be like Cream.
Ah.
And I mean, they try to be like Zeppelin and Cream. And so I think people say that Steppenwolf started metal, which is, I mean, Born to Be Wild is definitely one of the first metal songs. But what it turned into is definitely Cream. Like the heavy blues riffs is where it started. Deep Purple, Sabbath took it. I mean, I love Deep Purple too. So
Yeah, I love all these perspectives too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think metalheads today that are young, they don't know all this.
it's unfortunate. It really is. Metal, I think, I'm going to get really old man and negative now again. I think digital technology really had a bad impact on music in general. It's just, once you started doing computer music, it just, I don't know, man. Like, there's something wrong going on. Like, I was listening to live Yes. You know the group Yes?
I loved Yes.
Oh, my God.
I stole my brother's Yes album.
Dude, they said like Siberian Kachu live. Look it up and it's like what they did live, vocal harmonies, the whole thing, like no in-ear monitors, nothing. They just went out there and sang their asses off, played their fucking asses off, perfection. Like now, these guys push a fucking laptop and everything. It's all a puppet show now.
Well, not only that, but with
every band.
With the digital music, I think what a lot of kids are missing today is analog was a wave.
Yes.
And you had mids and highs and lows.
Now it's all on and off.
Digital is chop and there is no mids.
That's
And
true.
That's the problem. So you're missing a big part of feeling of that music.
It's not about soul anymore. It's like to me, like a lot of the kids today, they say, "Oh, Jimi Hendrix, he was terrible." It's like, what the fuck is going on in the world? I mean, Hendrix was Hendrix was the greatest. Like, I mean, how could anybody ever criticize Jimi Hendrix? He was amazing.
Yeah,
So I
don't
mean,
even get
it's
that.
impossible. It's impossible in my perception of things. Like, there would be no electric guitar if it wasn't for Jimi Hendrix.
Right?
There would be no Van Halen. There would be no Tony Iommi. There would be no... Well, maybe Tony Iommi's... Iommi's up there with Hendrix, Pete Townsend, Clapton, and Jimmy Page. Hendrix is the king It's like Elvis is the king of pop music, of rock. Hendrix, to me, if he would have lived, who knows? But that's all I got to say anymore. Hendrix was that was soul. That was like balls out. That was like, and to me, that's like I go out with Prong, and I'm just like, the aggression I have, just like, you know what? Fuck everything. I'm just going out there. I'm just going to like kick ass. How could you do that playing to a track in your ears? Like, it eliminates the whole soul and the spirituality of the whole thing. It's gone.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, have you seen the meme, going back to what you were saying before, of the 80s rock star compared to the 2020s rock star? The top picture, funny enough, is some dude with long hair lying on the ground passed out, bottle of Jack Daniels in one hand, guitar in the other.
Right.
And the rock star today is sitting at his computer with his guitar on his lap.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's all, like, yeah, that's totally true. Well, it's been great, Pipe, man.
It's been absolutely great.
You're the best. We have a lot in common, yeah.
And thanks a lot for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man and being at Aftershock.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.